So, ¿qué estamos haciendo, Lucky Joe? How you doing, bro?
Mira como estoy todo nervioso y la chica.
Porque...
No, it's a different setting,
Uh-huh.
Thank you for having me, man.
It's not the craziness of my live PVT show.
This is something very unique, very up close and personal.
Hey.
It's one-on-one. It's like a face-off, bro.
I actually started like this.
Oh, yeah?
With, before COVID, I was pre-recording the interviews, and I did one with Bobby. I did Jesse. My first one was Chris Perez.
There you go.
And, man, I look back at them, and I was like, man, they were so freaking awesome, you know, sitting there and them opening up the way they did. I had Mario Marichalar here, and he said, out of all the interviews I've done, Rock, I felt the most comfortable in this one, he told me. And one of the reasons was that he was able to speak in his bilingual manner that we do here in the Rio Grande Valley in the 956, that we go from Spanish to English, words in one sentence. So he was able to be himself, because when he does interviews in Mexico, it's puro español, it's a little tougher for him. But yeah, man, I looked up at, and I looked those videos, they popped up like memories, and I was like, man, I need to do something like that, because it was really nice to be able to sit down with the artist one-on-one and talk and
It's kind of like an interrogation room. It's real quiet.
Yeah.
It's not the normal, so it's cool.
So what's going on with your music? Tell me what's up with Lucky Joe. You got some music out?
Yeah, todavía we're still promoting the new album, Pa' Que No Te Cuente, bajo la compañía de Freddie Records. We're on our third or fourth single already. We released a cover de Los Tigres, La Tumba Falsa.
Oh, that's a great song, man.
Yeah, and people are digging it, man. And we're still touring with this new album and trying to make ends meet, man. Como quien dice, trying to work, and la gente nos sigue apoyando, bro. Nos sigue apoyando.
Oye, Daddy, ¿cómo se sintió tocando en el Bird Ogden Arena? We went over there, check it out, and the stage was huge. The places were monstrous.
It's. I came into a realization when I was on stage, bro, when I sang my mom's song. That's for the big boys, I was singing my mom's song, and I wanted her to see me, man. I wanted her to be there. I wanted her to share that moment with me, because she was my number one fan, bro, Y dije, mira, ma, and I was singing it. And I said, mira, ma, mira, I'm here. This is a big stage, Mom. Help me out. Bro, I had never bawled as much as I bawled that night. I felt so appreciative of the people that helped me get there. So appreciative of the support from close family and friends that helped me reach that point in my career. Because to me, that stage es para los big boys. No cualquiera, pues, You're talking about an arena, man. And whether there'd be one person or 50,000 people in that arena, it's a huge place.
Yeah.
And it just, I was overwhelmed for a little while, but I felt real grateful to be there, man. It was a great feeling.
And you and Jesse, y'all have a great connection. He brings you on those shows, and you're there and you deliver. And now Jennifer Peña's in the mix.
Yeah.
It was really nice to see them and what they've got. They did like 2 hours and 15 minutes overall, and I like the way they, Jesse goes and does his tunes, and she goes up and does her tunes, and then they get up there and do things together. Yeah. And it's a really nice program, and to have you, open up for them is just that little extra touch it needs. You know what I mean?
It's Jesse's always been really good about coming up with different things for his show and being innovative and staying ahead of the time, man. Porque ahorita, like I said, man, on one of your other interviews that we did, I remember, I don't know if you remember, that I said that you got like an average of like maybe a minute to get people's attention, whether it be in social media or at a show, at a performance, or even on the radio. Te cambian, bro. They'll change you. They don't like what you're saying or singing. They'll change to the next station. So you really have to capture an audience really, really quick. And Jesse's always been, really good about that.
Yeah. What's been the most challenging aspect of being married, and being in the business and stuff like that, bro?
Well, I'd have to say, people, man, people. La gente envidiosa, la gente criticona, la gente que se mete en tus negocios.
¿No te asustan?
No me asustan.
Yeah.
I think that just recently with what's going on with me, I realized that people can be very evil, man, and very judgmental. And you can say it all you want. You can say, don't pay attention to them. No les hagas caso. Y que focus on the good. But when you're an artist that really feeds off of your fans, sí duele, carnal. It hurts,
Yeah.
Que te critiquen, que a ti y a tu matrimonio, And I tell Devin, all the time that más que nada we have to be on the same page. Her and I need to be on the same page. I tell her we need to know about each other and support each other in everything that we do. That way, it makes us a lot stronger, So I think the most difficult challenge that we've had as a couple, as a married couple, is staying away from the negative, and the judgmental people, man. It's just so difficult to stay strong,
Yeah. And there's got to be trust, too, bro.
I will. There's got to be trust, and she's really good about it, man. If not, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing, Excuse me. I'm a musician, a touring musician, and for a woman to stay home while her husband is out touring in all these different cities and around all these different fans and, most of all women, you got to be a strong person. And she's very strong, man. She's very, very strong.
You got to be accepting,
yeah.
Understanding.
Yeah, and that's what the word strong, all those come into play. You got to be trusting, accepting, understanding. Tienes que ser fuerte.
Nomás que esté llegando la feria de las tocadas, porque si no...
I mean, eso también tiene mucho que ver, because that's what it's about,
well,
man.
Financial pain has a lot of a big impact on a relationship as well. Like you're financially stable, So
at the end of the day, man, it's a job, ¿verdad? Y unfortunately, it's not a very secured income, I'm not ashamed to talk about it. And I'm not ashamed to say it, that sometimes, the funds don't come in, man. No entraron tocadas. And people could say, pues then go get a job or look for something else to do. And I respect that. I respect that opinion, man. But at the end of the day, music to me is my world, man. It's my life. It's everything that I've ever known since I was 15 years old. I'm 45 now. Y la música para mí es lo que me da, no nomás para vivir, pero le da gas a mi motor, bro. It gives fuel to my heart, I can't even imagine myself at a job and just, no offense to anybody that does have one, but that's just not me, man. That's just not who I am or where I think I belong,
You have to focus on your art, If you have a job that you have to deal with, there's going to be drama with it. There's going to be, commitment and responsibility, and it starts taking away from your art, and, and then your art starts, becoming compromised a bit.
Yeah, and I know the work.
And you want to bring out the best, right?
I know the work life. I know that life. I used to wash dishes at a buffet line. I used to be a cook. I used to be a manager at a bar. I used to cook burgers and flip burgers and fried chicken. And I know what it's like, But now I know what it's like on this end. And yeah, it's still a struggle. It's still hard work. Being a musician is still hard work. It's not It's not all lights and glamour y que esto que, hey. No, bro, it's trabajo. It's trabajo. You know
Yeah.
yourself, man. You gig, you know you have to go and nobody cares if you're sick. Nobody cares if you just left the house on a bad note with your spouse or, you know, your children are sick or you have a stomach virus. You still got to get on stage. Nobody gives a shit about that. They're there to see you. You're there to perform and you got to do your job, you know. And I've encountered a lot of those times where, man, I just want to, basically, I want to give up, man. Quiero colgar los guantes, bro, como quien dice, porque está bien cabrón este pedo. It's not only about just being the musician. It's about being that guy that everybody has to love. Being that guy that everybody has to accept. Talking a certain way. Acting a certain way.
Yeah.
It takes a toll, man. Está bien cabrón.
You know, your dad passed away recently. It wasn't long ago. What kind of relationship did you have with your jefito, bro?
Man, it was tough, man. The younger years, my dad was very hard, bro. My dad was old school cholo, man. Old school, long hair, tattoos everywhere. You know, I remember growing up as a kid, my uncles used to come to the house and say, hey, Nitch. Le decían Nitch. His name's Oliverio. Le decían, hey, Nitch, acá está este vato. This guy's giving me problems, man. Y I don't know. Y que ahí va mi dad, de peleonero, bro. Ahí va mi dad y arreglaba todo el pedo. Y he'd settle the situation for his brothers or whatever. And then he'd come back. But no fallaba, bro. Every weekend, one of my uncles was getting into a fight or something. Yeah, iba mi jefe, you know. But growing up as a kid, he was really tough, man. He was a tough love, you know. Déjalo que llore, no llora sangre. Let him cry. He's not gonna cry blood. I'd get in trouble. My mom spanked me. I'd be crying, and he'd say, "Let him cry. Let him cry. ¿Sabes qué? Vete. ¿Sabes qué, vato? Vete al cuarto, vato. No te quiero ir." And I'd be crying in my roomie. No te oigo. Llora más recio. And I'd let it out, bro. I'd más recio. And he was just a tough man, bro. And growing up, through my teens, he wasn't very supportive of my music, you know. No le gustaba para nada. And he would always tell me, esa música no te va a dejar nada, bro. No te va a dejar nada, vato. And my mom would always say the opposite, you know. Déjalo, he's gonna do good, No, hombre, no le va a dejar nada esa música. Now, fast forward to when I joined Frijoles Románticos, 2001, is when I first started seeing him be a little proud of me, man. And I would show up to his house, mira, Dad, CD de los frijoles. And my dad was always the one to say, no, hombre, ya te dije que te vayas solo, vato. ¿Para qué andas con esos vatos? ¿Para qué andas ¿Para qué andas ahí cagando el palo? Vete solo. Pero se oye bien. Now, when I did my solo project, it's been 10 years. That's 10 years ago, he started showing more love to it. But one of those tough loves. He's one of those dads that you hug but don't hug. You know, you're like, you don't know whether to hug him tight or not because he stiffens up and he's like, me da bastante sentimiento, bro, because like a year ago, before he passed, he called me and he told me for the first time, bro, mijo, I'm so proud of you. Me dice, I'm so proud of you and everything that you've done. And I think he already knew he was sick, bro. He already knew he was sick and he didn't tell nobody, carnal. Y me dio mucho gusto que at least I got to hear him say that, you know?
Yeah.
And up to his last day, I got to talk to him and I got to sing to him, and me la pasé a toda madre ese día con él, bro. El último día de su vida. And for the most part, I'm at peace with knowing that he was proud of me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know I took you on a long story, but
no, but
yeah, man.
I grew up thinking that everything I did on my own, and that I didn't get anything out of my dad or my mom. And then later on in life, I looked back and I realized that my entrepreneurialism spirit, came from my dad, because my dad was always trying to start his own business, his own gig. He wanted to be his own boss. He had a pig farm. He bought a ranch. He had cows, and it never panned out for him. There was alcohol involved and all that, but I never thought of that when I was doing my own thing, being my own boss, doing my own, being an entrepreneur, creating my own, projects. And one day I just sat down and I said, I got it from him.
Yeah.
And then my mom, her work ethic, she was always a worker. She started working as a phone operator back in the day in '69 when I was like 3 years old. She was the one with cables to connect calls all over the nation. And she ended up working with Southwestern Bell for years. And the last part of her career, she was driving a troque with fucking materials to Corpus and back every night.
Oh, wow.
Wow. And I kind of felt that's what I got out of my parents, the work ethic and the entrepreneurial spirit. I got a little something from both. What do you think you got from each of your parents, bro?
I think that the thing I got from my mother, I think, is her humility, man, her humbleness, her way of communicating with her customers. She was a beautician, and she used to cut hair ahí in Elsa. And I'd be in the shop, y como se llevaba con la gente, real amable, bien linda gente, mi mamá. Hola, pásale, siéntate, ¿qué le podemos ayudar? ¿Cómo quiere el pelo, señor? ¿Cómo quiere el pelo, señora? Ay, Rita, ya tengo mucho de no verte. And she would just have this whole conversation with a perfect stranger sometimes, bro, and cut their hair, and they would leave there with a fresh cut, feeling great, man. Bien frescos iban del shop. And I would be there, man. I would see these things, and I would see her humbleness, and I think I got that. And I'm not trying to be conceited, but I think I'm a very grounded person, bro. Tengo mis pies bien puestos en la tierra, por eso, bro, por mi jefita. And the tough love of my dad, of him telling me, hey, vato, tú no eres nadie, vato. You're nobody, bro. No te creas chingón. And those words, bro, as a kid, te abajan de tu viaje. They bring you down, bro. They bring you down not in a bad way, but they bring you down to earth and make you realize, hey, wait a minute, okay, I need to stop acting like if I'm a big shit. Let me keep myself grounded. And I think that's what I got from my father, that tough love, that staying grounded, man. Es algo muy importante, especialmente en este tipo de negocio. Mm-hmm. In this onda, or in anything, man. You got to put your feet on the ground, man. Te vas y boom, de rato ya. You're nowhere to be found. You're nowhere to be seen. You're irrelevant, como quien dice, man. Mm-hmm. So to answer that question, I think I got the humbleness, el corazón, el cora de mi mamá y lo duro de mi jefe, lo duro de ser firme y tener palabra y tener los pies bien puestos en la tierra,
Awesome. Oye, ¿y te traen al puro pedo en social media ahorita, carnal? That's you put what you started asking for funds to buy a bus for the band, right? You started with a bus.
Well, look, let's clarify it the way it really happened, because there's a lot of stuff going on, and there's a lot of comments out there, and stories. And what happened was this, man. Mira, y les voy a decir a la neta. I saw a post on Facebook. My cousin, he owns an adult daycare. My cousin, La Palma Adult Daycare. Okay, and he posted a bus, a passenger bus for the old folks, for the viejitos. Y pues yo, carnal, siendo el payaso que soy, dije, man, that would be great for us, man. And I started chaveteando, man, le quito los asientos, we'll put some bunks in it, So I texted my cousin, Eli. I said, hey, Eli, ¿cuánto quiere por el bus, bro? How much do you want for the bus? And he's like, $25K, primo. For you, $25K. Pero it's $25K regardless, right? So I said, okay, I want to go see it. Y I said, no, vente, come see it. Like, hey, look, it's Thursday. I'll go tomorrow because I don't have time. Friday came around, I couldn't go either. So I don't know when I went. I don't remember the exact date. So I decided to go live, right? And I go live on my Facebook, and I say, mira, guys, I was driving down the expressway, and I saw this bus. It's at my primo Eli's, adult daycare. Check it out. What do you think, raza? Mira, what if I were to get this bus, man? This looks pretty cool. Let's go inside. Y agarré las llaves. And I went inside. Mira, we could take these seats out, and we'll do this, and we'll do that. Y dije, well, one can dream, right? One can dream. And $25K, man. That's not bad. Y lo prendí, todo prendió como una mecha, carnal. Un serio, boom, diesel, 5500 engine, y, bruto, llantas nuevas. Awesome. But passenger, right? So, orale, if you guys are interested, here's the phone number, here's the address, here's the location. If you guys want to buy this bus, if I don't buy it and y'all want to buy it, come get it. It's here at my primos.
Yeah.
Y así lo dejé. And then later on during that day, I posted a post. I said, the way I see it, I have 40,000 followers. If 25,000 followers each send me $1, no me cállate, I'll buy the bus. Feeling silly. Y le puse mi Cash App. Pero I would have to say, I'll be honest, 10% of me said, man, I wonder if people will send me money, right? I'll be honest. What more can I say? Y empezó el peso, bro. Mi Cash App, ping, 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 ping. Dije, a la madre, bro. $20, $50, $100, $20, $5, $3, $1.50, $1.78, 78 cents. Like it just kept coming. So I went live again. I said, hey, look, guys. You guys know me. You know how I am. Y'all want to go or what? Y'all want to rock? What do you think? You want to do it? Yes or no? Live. People, go for it. Do it. We could do it. We could raise it. We can do it. If y'all want to, let's go. Vámonos. Let's rock. Let's try to do this. And I put my Cash App. Órale. I did not know, bro, the amount of love that I was going to receive, man. I had no idea how much I've impacted people in this industry, bro. And those feelings of me wanting to give up, sometimes I feel like colgando los guantes, those feelings got erased, bro. Boom. Mira, carnal. Mira tu gente. Mira tu gente como te está respondiendo, bro. Look at your people, how they're reacting, how they're responding to your post. So, I mean, it went off, man, and I'm so blessed. Pero así como hay gente buena, hay gente mala.
Criticona.
Hay gente malicísima, bro. Malicísima. Que nunca en mi vida yo pensé, bro, que fuera una gente tan envidiosa y tan evil, bro. Evil. Evil people, bro, in this world. There's no other way of putting it, bro.
What were you getting at? Because I haven't kept up with it. I did see the post, but
I can go in and check, and
porque
I
hay
can
unos
show
que
you.
te echan mosca, you know.
I
mean,
could
there's
go in
mosca.
and check and show you, and I could show the camera, and I could give them their 15 minutes of fame. But I've decided, I prayed a lot about it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I prayed to God. I said, Diosito, por favor, ayúdame y ayúdale a esa gente. Blándales el corazón un poquito.
Mm-hmm.
Cúralos de esa enfermedad que tienen. Porque esa es una enfermedad, bro. That's a sickness that you have, man. You know, I don't want to name people, but there were hateful comments, bro. They were very hateful. Ponte a trabajar. No andes de pidiche. Pinche vato mamón. ¿Qué chingados te crees? Pinche vato. There's people in this world in need, and you're over here begging. Nobody begged, Rock. Nobody begged, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say, oh, my God. You know, I even said on my live, I said, you know what, guys? I know that there's people in this world that need it more than I do. But I'm just throwing up a prayer. I'm just throwing it out there.
Mm-hmm.
What do y'all think? Should we keep going? La raza manda, bro. La raza, órale, let's go. Let's get it. So I kept it, man.
Everybody interprets it in their own way, you know, and some of them have a negative mentality, and they're gonna interpret it in that way instead of saying "chinga, ojalá que lucky Joe."
Now,
Rock,
Rock.
carnal. ¿You entiendes?
Well, Rock, it would have been different, man, if I would have asked for $1,000 a person, 50,000 a person, or I'm asking for less than a cup of coffee, bro. No más, just to be, hey, man, $1.
Mm-hmm.
What do y'all think? $1 a day. And some people really got offended, man. Now, hasta un vato me las cantó, bro.
Yeah.
And he
¿Qué te dijo? ¿Qué?
He went off on me, bro. You're a disgrace to La Onda.
Chinga.
You're a disgrace to Tejano music. I can't wait to look you in the face and tell you in person. Al nivel de confrontarte,
confrontational.
Confrontational level. Like, what are you gonna do? Kick my ass, bro? Because I asked you for $1? Now, when I was growing up, man, when I was growing up in school, I used to get bullied a lot, bro, because of my name, Lucky.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when they would call roll, they would say Sally, Juan, Freddie, Sarah, and there'd be a pause, and I knew it was me. Lucky Joe, and everybody would turn, and I'd say present. Everybody look at me and lucky como un perro, lucky, here, lucky. I used to get bullied, and I used to tell myself, man, I can't wait to become an adult. I can't wait to become an adult so I won't get bullied no more. Mm-hmm. Fíjate, carnal, hasta de adulto, bro, hay bullies, bro. Hasta de adulto hay gente que se cree más que tú. Y they want to push you around, man. They want to make you feel small. They want to make you feel like you owe them something, bro. Let me calm down a little bit. Okay, let me calm down. But I've done benefits. I've done funerals. I've sang at, benefit dances.
You've donated your time.
I've donated
man.
my time and my grind of 28 years, bro, in this industry.
Yeah, people don't know that, man.
And to erase all that by me just saying, hey, man, mándame un bola. To erase all my legacy because of that, I think, bro, in my 26, 28 years, I don't even remember. Let's say 30, because I started at 15. Mm-hmm. I'm 45, right? Do the math. 30 years. And the 30 years that I've been doing this, I've developed a great, great relationship with all the artists in this industry. Respectful, no drama, no confrontation with my fans. Everything very silk smooth, bro. But that one moment they were waiting for, that one moment, bro. waiting for that one moment for you to fuck up something they don't like to hear, to twist your head off. Quitarle la cabeza a la muñeca, boom, I don't like this toy no more. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Some people wake up in the morning and go online to see what they can get pissed off about. I mean, that's just human nature to some.
That is very true, man.
They do. They get up. They're not getting up to see what will make them feel better.
No.
They wanna see something that's gonna piss them off. You
know, one of the posts,
and it could be the smallest thing, right?
Yeah. One of the posts that stood out for me, and because I was gonna come here, was the one that some guy, I don't know if he tagged you on it, salió Mando y otro vato at Super Tejano, and they were promoting my thing. They said,
Your
hey,
campaign.
Man, the campaign for, the bus.
Yeah.
And some guy said, Oye, Rod, when you got your bus, did these cats support you the way they did Lucky? Sí o no? And I'm thinking to myself, that's a Firestarter, bro. You know, that's somebody that passes y vienta una mecha y se va, bro. Vienta una mecha y se va.
Yeah,
that's what they do, bro.
I tell my wife, sometimes we're going through the chat zone and, we're doing our Wednesday night live and she's my wife, she's on top of everything. And at the end of the show, everybody will leave and she'll go, man, there was this person there that was just being hateful. And I just wanted to tell them something. I go, that's what they want, babe. They want a reaction.
That's the same thing I tell my wife.
It's because they don't get any attention in their lives, and so they go online and they try to create a little firestorm to get attention. They want a response, and if you do respond, they're gonna use it as a badge of honor and show it to all their friends. Mira, el Rock se enojó. I made Rock mad.
Exactly, man.
You know what I mean? So what I do is when I know when it's mosca and when it's somebody like being fucking like gacho, culero, right?
Yeah.
And I just block them. I block them. And then so when they come back to see if I responded, me bloqueó, no voy a ver nada.
Yeah.
Andale cabrón.
Yeah, I started doing this, Rock, because my page is public. Anybody can comment. Mm-hmm. Anybody can say anything they want. I have no restrictions on the page. And, when I would see a bad comment, I would address it and I would say, I respect your opinion. God bless you. Mm-hmm. And then the response was, that's what a scumbag would say.
Yeah.
So what I want to know is where's this rule book that wasn't handed out to me? Where's this rule book of life that was not handed out to me when I was born? Where are the rules that say I have to adapt to your way of thinking? Where's that rule book? Your rules are different than mine, than his. Everybody has their own journey. Everybody has their own way of living. Where's the rule book of morals that one should have? Morals. Mm-hmm. You have no morals, bro. You're asking for money. You're begging. You have no morals. Why don't you go and work your ass off the way everybody else did in this industry? Yada, 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 yada.
From their couch at home. Putting it on there.
From their...
Andan ahí todos podongos.
You know what, man? And some of these people were people that I helped.
Yeah.
Some of these people were people that I performed for. Mm-hmm. Some of these people were people that I gave a good price. Hey, my wife loves your music, bro. Can you come and do a VIP private event?
Shit, man. God damn.
Hey, you know what, man? Shit, yeah, man. I charge this much, but you know what? I'm already in the area. Let me give you this price. Let's go. Hell yeah, man. Let's go. Performed. Had a great time. And then all of a sudden, I'm this evil beggar. I'm this, after I just did this for you, bro, like crazy, man. Yeah. Crazy. La gente que tú ayudas es la misma gente que they're doing this, man. They're pulling the rug out from under you, bro. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, man, así es la vida, and I've prayed a lot about it. I've prayed so much about it. Y mi Dios nunca me deja, bro. Mi Dios nunca me deja. Y I'm going to keep going, man. I'm going to keep going.
I know you are, bro.
I'm going to keep going. And you know why I'm going to keep going? I'm going to keep going because I'm going to achieve what you solely want me to fail in. I'm going to prove you wrong. Each and every one of you that have doubt in not only me, but in the people that are supporting me. My fans, bro. My fans, my mafia, my clique, my army, my soldiers, bro. They have my back. I don't even respond no more, bro. My raza, man. Que me ama, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, why don't you go get a real job instead of being behind this thing? Why don't you, la raza, vato, que me ama?
But you know, Lucky, proving people wrong has been our driving force all our lives, dude.
Oof. Big
That's
time,
what's
bro.
got us where we're at today. They don't realize how much strength they give us.
It's fuel, bro. It's fuel.
It's fuel, man. And you went through it with your jefito.
Man.
You were trying to prove to him.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
And that was like your biggest, mountain to climb. You know what I mean? So this is nothing over here.
Yeah.
But we are where we're at in our lives because we wanted to prove people wrong. We wanted to show them that, you know what? You think I can't make it? You think I can't be successful? Well, my work ethic and my entrepreneurial spirit and my humbleness is going to prove you wrong, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we live on, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I agree with you 100%, man. In this small little bubble that these people live in, man, is so amusing to me. These people that hate so much, they're here, bro. They're here. They don't see the bigger picture, man. The bigger love, the bigger heart, the bigger energy that's happening right now.
Strength in numbers.
Yes, bro. This is something that has never happened in the Onda, bro. That I know of. I've never heard it happen. And, a good friend of mine, her name is Sarah Chavez. The Tejano convention in Vegas, David and Sarah, they're the ones who put it together.
Awesome.
The Tejano National Convention. So she gives me a call. And she says, and at that time, brother, I was feeling so bad. I was like, man, chinga, me traen al puro pedo, vato. When you're an artist that feeds off of your fans and you hear somebody that is not content with what you're doing, it hurts, bro, but I have to tell myself, wait a minute, that's not my fan. That person is not a fan of my music. So why should I care what you think? You're not even a fan of my music. You don't follow my music. I bet you if I ask you to name one of my songs, you won't even know it. So anyway, going back to Sarah, she says, Lucky, I want to tell you that I commend you in what you're doing. I think what you're doing is brave, bold, and out of the box, out of this world. I hope that you get to your goal. I just felt I had to call you and I had to tell you this. And I said, thank you, Sarah, man. Thank you. And she says, we've been dealing with the Tejano National Convention for over 10 years. And when we started, people were the same way with us. Don't do it. You don't know what you're doing. Who the heck do you think you are? Y me dio un ánimo, carnal. Me dio un ánimo, and I'm just going to keep going, bro. I'm going to keep going.
You got to, bro. That's what we're going to do. What is your goal?
My goal is 25K, man. And ultimately, I'm at 9,900.
Okay.
I'm at $9,900, bro. So in 2 days.
That's great. That's amazing.
In 2 days.
That's love, bro.
Yeah, man. And to me, I have something to prove not only to the haters, but I have something to prove to myself and to the support that I've gotten, to the fans that have called in and donated, period. Because I get calls and I get messages, hey, look, don't worry about what they're saying. Keep your head up. I get positive messages, and the positive outweigh the negative. And that's great. Now, if the first day I would have gotten $50, or in the first 2 days, $50, and a whole bunch of negative comments, I would have said, ay, no.
Delete.
Este pedo no está jalando. Delete. But it was the opposite, bro. I had an immense amount of support, immense amount of love, and the hate is around, I don't know.
It's irrelevant.
It's irrelevant.
It's
Exactly.
irrelevant, bro.
Exactly, bro.
It's
You said a
irrelevant,
mouthful,
bro.
bro. It's irrelevant. Diosito sabe, man.
Hey,
Lo sincero, bro, nadie te lo va a quitar.
no.
Nobody's going to take
I've
that
known
away
you for
from
a
me,
long
bro.
time. Look, you're a stand-up guy, bro, and I appreciate
you,
you
man.
coming to the
Thank you,
show, bro.
carnal. Thank you.
And
Thank you.
well, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to donate, aquí tenemos la T-shirt. It's Lucky Joe Music, $ Lucky Joe Music, el Cash App, para que sepas, te compras la T-shirt donde quiera
Lucky
que
Joe
andes.
Music
Nomás
78.
te hacen screenshot el QR code y vámonos recio, le avientas $1. You were talking about 25,000 people giving you $1. That's still not 25,000 bucks because pinche Cash App te va a quitar 10 cents. Y la
Yeah,
chica,
they're going to take taxes away from it, but I'm cool with it, man. You know, take it.
Yeah.
The thing is, do things legit, do things right. I mean, la sinceridad, again, no te la quita nadie, bro. And I thank you, man. Thank you for having me on your show.
No, bro, thank you.
This is something different. Even though you put me on the spot, cabrón, no hay pedo.
Hey, man, we're being honest.
Yeah.
It's just honesty, bro.
Yeah,
We're
you know,
humans.
you know
People
what?
don't understand that. They think we're
Exactly,
something
man.
else. No.
Yeah, it's the same, man.
We have feelings. We had our upbringing, and
Yes,
nothing
sir.
was easy for us.
Yeah,
And,
man.
you know, but ladies and gentlemen, always be positive and always support. All right? And if you don't want to support, don't say anything about it. Just don't support. But thank you to everybody that does support. And we appreciate you being part of the hashtag PBT only members only club. Thank you so much.
Gracias, Rosa.